Welcome back to the channel. In this week's video I'm going to take you through some random 12 inches and CDs that I've picked up to add to my collection over the past couple of months. I've been concentrating on the albums on the videos, now I'll go back and take a look at what I was buying in the meantime. So first of all is quite a bog standard German 12 inch, which is Behind the Wheel Beatmasters mix. This is the limited 12 inch as is obvious from L12 Bong 15 on the cover. This is int 126876, and now Behind the Wheel Beatmasters mix on Route 66 Casualty mix. Quite iconic cover. I actually ended up getting the coloured vinyl before I got the standard vinyl, didn't realise I had a gap. So this is the normal black vinyl with the typical blue label with the modern new logo on as well. Next, all the way from Barcelona, is a copy of Violator. This looks to all intents and purposes like the UK release, but it has got the Sani logo on, which is a giveaway, and it's got the Madrid address down here as well. And inside, quite the usual insert with the lyrics on, the inner sleeve, shall we say. But then the label's very distinctive, very different. You can see there, it's actually a direct metal master, which is something I thought was exclusive to German releases, but no, it turns out they were doing them in Spain as well. And there you can see the Sani logo as well, and the D and the M with the rose in between too. So quite a nice looking label, quite distinct from the UK version, which is kind of just plain black with white text on. And then another copy of Violator, which I think is my first Portuguese album. So this is the Portuguese version of Violator. Hard to tell really. It's got this weird logo for Edison, E-D-I-S-O-M, on the bottom corner. The inner sleeve is a bit more glossy than the Spanish version, as you can see. It's got a little cutout to get the record out the top, and then the record itself is actually quite dull. Very sort of Scandi looking really. And then we've got World in My Eyes single with Happiest Girl and Sea of Sin on. This is an Australia copy. It's stickered with a promo sticker, but it doesn't say anything about being a promo on the label. It's a nice heavy, I'm guessing about 120, 140 gram press actually, and it's got that Liberation logo and the big Mute logo in grey on the label, so quite a distinctive label. And the sleeve itself is quite flimsy, it's quite floppy, it's quite typical of Australian 12 inches actually, so you have to be careful when storing and handling them. And then also from Australia, well actually Australasia, so this was available in New Zealand as well I guess, is the 101 version of Everything Counts. So it's the live version with Nothing Sacred and A Question of Lust as well. This is on Possum Records rather than Liberation. And again, it's got a not for sale promo sticker on. There's nothing to indicate on the actual label of the record. Again, it's quite a flimsy sleeve. There's no inner. The record actually is a bit flimsy as well compared to the one I just looked at. And then we are with the Possum Records logo on, white label, black text. And if you've been following the channel, you'll know I've been buying some Spanish 12 inches, so surprise, surprise, I did pick up an equivalent copy of that 12 inch with Everything Counts live and the extra tracks from Spain. And the indication is that it's got the Sani logo on here. Again, no inner, it just came with a paper sleeve and I've put it in a bag. This has got the more kind of UK sort of style label on it, and it's just got the Sani logo added to it as well. Well, there is some extra text. It says Fabricado en España, made in Spain. And staying in Spain for a moment, I've got the limited 12-inch of Policy of Truth. This is a gatefold. It was a gatefold originally in the UK as well, with the big imagery. It's pretty cool. It's got Transcentral Mix, which is the KLF remix on the A side, and then side AA's got Khalid remix and Policy of Truth Pavlov's dub. The only indication that it's a Spanish version really is it says Sunny Records down the bottom with the address in the bottom corner there, and then obviously the label will be different too. Again, it's got the Direct Metal Mastering logo on there on the label, and it's a white label with black text, and it does say Edita Sunny Records SA as well on there. And then sticking with the limited 12 inches and sticking in Spain, going back to 1984, we have got People Special Edition. You'll probably recognise this as being one of the first limited 12 inches they brought out. It's got an RCA logo on there, and it's also got we've got the Madrid address down the corner there to indicate that it's Spanish. So numbered one, they're all numbered. So this is an On You Sound remix by Adrian Sherwood of People. And there's the typical orange RCA label. And what other tracks has it got on it? People 7-inch In Your Memory on the other side. And another giveaway in Spanish, it says Edición Limitada above the number there. And then going back a couple of years, 1982, this is a Italian issue, or reissue of Speak and Spell, the first album. And this is Mutt 20292. And you can tell it's Italian because it's got the light bulb logo. And the label is a kind of off-white label with black text. And as a kind of proof of authenticity, it's got this red stamp on it, which all the Italian Depeche Mode LPs have got up to a certain point. I think that was to counterfeiting. And then moving on to CDs, I picked up this really cheap. This is a bootleg. It's called Shame. It hasn't got the cover. I'll flash a picture of the cover up. This is a strange bootleg. It's because it's basically Construction Time Again. All the tracks off Construction Time Again, but just reordered. I'll flash the order up that they've chosen to do this bootleg with on the screen, so you can see. It was released in 2003. I really don't know why. Anyway, there you go. And then another bootleg that you might have seen knocking around is Some Bizarre Guys, which is more of a kind of book, really. It's a 96-page book with a discography and like a story about Depeche Mode in there. It was released in Italy in the year 2000. It's got 2 tracks on the CD. It's got the Josh Abraham edit and the Josh Abraham mix of Only When I Lose Myself. And then another CD that's often bootlegged is Depeche Mode Touring the Angel live in Milan, but this is the official version of this. Was released in the US. It's basically the DVD set that you get in a normal size DVD case in the UK and Europe, but crushed down into a fold out like a CD box set. So it's got 2 DVDs in it, and then it's got a bonus CD of the tracks as well, and it's quite a nice little package. But you have to be very careful because this is quite often bootlegged, as I say. And then talking of live CDs, I picked up the new format version of 101 just for completeness. It comes in a 2 CD dual case. It's on BMG Music. It folds out like that. You know, seen it before. Packaging isn't particularly spectacular on this, although it has still got the little booklet with the photos in. And there's old David a bit overcome with emotion at the end of the gig. Yeah, so that's nice. But then this is pretty weak. That's the cover that slides in the front of the booklet. So that's what you get if you're peculiar enough to buy CDs in 2025. Back in the day, you'd get 101 in a kind of cardboard slipcase or a CD fat box like this. And this is my latest pickup of 101 in the fat box format. It's got an interesting logo on there, which tells you it's from Czechoslovakia. So this is 1992 Czechoslovakian version. And the CDs are very distinct and they carry that big CS logo. This is disc A. You get the same booklet that I just showed you inside the case, but it's just an altogether more satisfying package. Yeah, and that's for disc B. Yeah, and that's it. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm going to slow it down on the collecting now, so I might well be sort of dipping into the collection a bit more and revisiting. Possibly, I think I've mentioned it before, going single by single, given that I've done the albums up to a point. I kind of stopped on Violator because Songs from Faith and Devotion is a very expensive album to find on vinyl. Songs of Faith and Devotion live even more so. So I only have single copies of the albums going forward from that point onwards because we were very much into the world of CDs at that point. Anyway, like and subscribe, please, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.